Done. Fighters go back to their respective corners, and we said earlier on, Fernando Mosquera, the away fighter in the first fight, he's getting used to fighting in the UK. Angelo Turco from Belgium, maybe not quite as much, although he has fought on some big cards over here. He fought on the Josh Warrington, Kiko Martinez card last year. He lost to Callum French that night. He also lost on points to Kurt Walker last time out, so he does know these shores, if not as well maybe as Fernando Mosquera. Tonight he's got the test of Gully Powar in front of him. Gully Powar won bronze with England boxing in December 21, and it's a good start from Gully Powar, just letting his man know, although he's firing back the Belgian, Gully Powar's just letting him know he's there right from the off. There's no breathers in this one. It's a super featherweight class. You wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, exactly. He's looking to impose himself, Gully Powar, straight away. You know, hands look nice and tight. Looks like he's trying to impose himself, looking to dig to the body straight away as well. So, yeah, looking to, you can see he's out to make a statement looking at this.
What's it like, Harry, when you're the young fighter coming up and you're in your hometown? It's not your show, but it's as close to your hometown as you're going to get. It's you know, it's a big card. It's a lot of press build up in the weeks leading up to this fight, and now you're finally there. You want to put on that kind of show, but at the same time you do have to be wary of the guy in front of you. It's not all, he's not going to let you have it all your own way. What does that do to you as a fighter? How do you react to it?
Yeah, I think you've just got to manage it. You know, you'll be keen to impress, and keen to, you know, a real statement performance. But like you said, you're not in with someone who's going to roll over. You know, you've got to have a look at your opponent. You know, take your time and not try and force anything. I think in boxing, when people try and force it, you know, half the time it doesn't happen, and you make yourself look untidy.
Well, he's a young man himself, Angelo Turco, so he won't want his career written off just yet, and this is a good opportunity for him should he walk away with the win tonight against Gully Powar. It's a good name to have on the record. Listen, it's a losing record, so it's going to be a learning fight in many ways, but at the same time, as you say, that doesn't just mean he's here to roll over. The point of these fights is to test your man, see where he's at, see where he can go, and listen, if you can get the stoppage, we've already had one stoppage tonight. If we can get another one here, I mean, it's happy days.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, he'll be looking. Angelo will be looking to, you know, make a bit of a name for himself, like you say, fighting on these shores as well. Want the opportunity to fight on other shows, so he'll be looking to give a good showing. So yeah, it makes it interesting.
It's an aggressive opening from Gully as he comes forward, letting his hands go again, and he's not fighting like a fighter that has 7 wins but only 1 knockout. Do you think that's playing on his mind a little bit? He does want the next KO to come. Don't let that play on your mind. But when you've only got one, and you want to try and get a couple more, do you think that's maybe an explanation for quite an aggressive start, and if anything, potentially leaving openings for his man to get past him?
Yeah, maybe slightly too aggressive. But like we just said, he'll be looking for, you know, to put on a statement performance. So he needs to just, you know, get this first round out. Now the first round come to an end. You know, he's got that out of his system now, and hopefully he can settle down and start to break his man down.
Talk to me about the first round of fights. You've had a few of them. You've had a few first rounds yourself. Talk to me about the first round. What does it do for a fighter mentally? Just getting through it. You've got the adrenaline, the ring walk, any energy that may take out of you. You know, running to the ring, waving your hands around, etc. You've then got to settle and remind yourself of the job at hand. What does getting through that first round entail as a fighter?
The first round's always interesting because you get to feel the strength of your opponent. You get to, you know, have a look, find your distance and what have you. But yeah, you've got to settle down and yeah, the first round, it's a big round because, like I said, you've got all the anticipation leading up into it. So first round, 10 seconds. Like I said, you get to feel your opponent's strength a little bit, have a little look at them, and then go from there. Yeah, it's definitely key not to try and force it too much.
Well, you saw Gully there just sort of let on to a couple of people in the crowd, so I guess that is just kind of calming down into it now. Like you say, back to the job. We've appreciated that everyone's here, we've let them know, etc. And straight away now he's coming forward, and again it's that energetic start, quick 1-2s, pushing pushing Angelo back a little bit, and all of a sudden Angelo not so keen maybe to throw back as quickly as he was in the first round.
Yeah, that was a good shot. That it was a long left hook followed by the backhand. He landed that a couple of times in the first round as well. So that looks a good shot, and yeah, I think he felt that one.
What he's doing, Angelo, seemingly from where we're sitting, is rather than stepping back as Gully really starts to tee off, he did get hit with one on the return, but he's starting to tee off there, Gully. But what Angelo seems to be doing is he's not moving backwards, he's leaning backwards, and sometimes that can allow an aggressive fighter to lean over you and sort of let those hands go.
Yeah, leaning back, he's already, imposing himself, Gully, and that was a good combination he just let off there. And I can see him a little raised smile, so he's starting to enjoy this now, and he's starting to land more frequently as well.
Yeah, great three-piece combination there, ending with that right cross from Gully Powar. Right landed on his man as again he gets a jab through the guard. And he's just going to walk his man round again, as we saw with Elliot Whale in the first fight, taking those breathers in the middle of the ring, keeping Angelo Turco on the outside, making him do the distance walking, if you like. Keeps the guard up, then drops it and comes straight in. Angelo just second guessing himself there on a couple of punches. Harry.
Yeah, I think this has been a much better second round for Gully. He's really imposing himself, landing more frequently. His distance, look, it's nice boxing, he's dropping back there and then looking to counter. It looks good.
The punches now that are coming through from Angelo, they're just landing on gloves and arms, and I think he's managed that quite well. Just going in for the clinch, and again they're getting in, getting out quickly. He's managing that distance really well, Gully. So far I think his corner, they've got to be happy with this second round.
Yeah, definitely be happy with this second round. Looks like he's settled down, he's picking his punches better. His hand positioning, his distance looks good. Look, slipping and rolling on the inside there. Yeah, it looks comfortable. He's getting into a nice groove here. Good jab there.
Yeah, look, good strong left coming straight across as Gully pushes his man again back into the corner. Harry, if you're Angelo now in this position, what do you do? How do you try and get out of this situation? Great body shot.
That was a lovely body shot. He felt that body shot. For Angelo, I don't know. He needs to keep his hands high. I mean, he's lunging in there, coming off balance. He looks uncomfortable here. He needs to jab with a bit more authority, keep his hands coming back nice and tight. But he's going to. He looks like he's finding this round a lot more difficult than the first.
Yeah, Gully Powar certainly taking control in this second round, and you can only imagine of this 6-round contest, if rounds 3, 4 and 5 go like this, maybe we don't get to round 6. But his corner sits him down, and listen, I don't speak French or Belgian, but I think I can see his coach saying just calm down. I'm not sure calm down is the right thing to take. A couple of great body shots from Gully Powar in that one. That's really going to take the wind out of your sails as well.
Yeah, definitely some lovely body shots there and some good head shots as well. So it looks slightly disheartened there. So I think Gully just keeps that going.
The old adage of chop the trunk and the tree will fall, certainly being worked here by Gully Powar. Up next, Casey Benjamin, another local favourite, will step out. We've got that fight to look forward to as round 2 break comes to an end. Round 3 begins to kick off.
10 seconds.
Gully Powar up nice and early. It's a good sign of confidence when a fighter does that.
Yeah, good sign of confidence. He looks in good shape. He looks confident. He looks happy.
Well, will round 3 continue in the way that round 2 ended? Gully Powar straight to the middle of the ring and again goes for the body, goes upstairs in quick succession, and it certainly looks to be carrying on the same Harry Scarf.
Yeah, definitely. He's come out there again. He's finding this groove.
I think the difference, we were mentioning Angelo in that second round leaning back, but in this situation where he's allowing his head movement to move, Gully is stepping back, and that's allowing him to tee off those shots that we just see there. He gets the combinations, and when Angelo swings, because he's taken that little step back, Gully just has that extra fraction of a second to see it come in and move out of the way. It's making him look very, very slick in there as he lands a good left hook on Angelo Turco.
Yeah, definitely. That little drop back, half a step back, it's a lovely way to make your opponent fall short and then get your counter off. Like you said, with Angelo leaning back, doesn't allow your feet to go with you there, so you're off balance and you're in a position where you can't really go anywhere when you lean back. So yeah, that step back's looking good. Another good shot there, lovely backhand. Angelo looking to hold on a little bit there.
Yeah, that can sometimes be the tricky bit, lining up that second one to follow, but when you've got your man sort of haunched over against the ropes, that's the perfect time to unleash that backhand, and he did that. Pure precision, Gully Powar. Maybe you just want to see the legs start to go of Angelo, though. He's showing, one thing you can say about Angelo, he's taking some heavy shots, but I've not seen any form of anything to make me think he's on the edge. You know, there's nothing there yet to make me think he's on the brink, albeit it is still in the early rounds.
Yeah, not quite yet. I think another round like that second, you know, he'll take some breaking down. He won't be ready to go that. That was a nice backhand, but that was a good shot back from Angelo there, and then again from Gully. He needs to just not try and force anything, you know, just keep breaking him down, sort of systematically breaking him down, and then that's when Angelo will start to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a good exchange, that Gully coming out on top both times, but Angelo firing back, and whereas before that the shots were maybe getting a little lazy, a little weak from Angelo, they certainly weren't in that exchange just before, and Angelo, although he was firing back, Gully was able to throw those cross rights as Harry Scarf picked up, and when they land like that, they do. You almost expect the man to fold as he lands again. Just got to be careful there as his man tries to turn his back there. You don't want to be caught hitting on the back there, but he's still. Harry Scarf goes back to patient mode, stalking his man, making him do the long walk around the ring while he stays in the middle, catches his breath, and again goes downstairs and upstairs. A little bit of a trademark now in this fight. Gully's pushing his man to the corner, taking time. Left to the body, left to the head. It's frequent, but it's working, Harry.
Yeah, I think Angelo Turco there is just trying to. He was throwing a couple of shots around the back of the head, a few on the inside there where they're coming into the clinch as well. Just trying to frustrate Gully Powar into getting into that, throwing him off his game. I think that's what he was trying to do there slightly. You know, he just needs to stick with it, stay settled, and break him down. You know, not getting involved in any of that, because that'll favour Turco.
Gully Powar certainly running away with this one on our scorecard. Elliot Whale kicked the night off. The first fight, though, the super welterweight contest, was ended at the end of the second round, right on the bell of the second round. Fernando Mosquera deemed in no position to continue, but Gully Powar certainly showing levels in this fight. Up next, we've got Casey Benjamin against Berman Sanchez, and Nick Leahy for his debut ends this part of the stream. We've got a few fights left to come then. And then we go into the Wasserman prospects as Tom Well and Sultan Zauerbach and Matty Harris lead the charge as the fights go live on the zone. It's a huge night of European action here in Telford. The fighters are drawn to the middle, and we go again in the fourth round.
Yeah, really fired up here, Gully Powar again. So let's see how this round goes.
I think every round starts exactly the same from a Gully perspective, commanding that middle of the ring, pushing his man to the ropes. And you think it's just a matter of time before he pushes him to this corner, goes body, goes head again, but it's really working. I think Angelo tries to do things a little different every time, but Gully's able just to manage that element of the fight, make it go his way.
Yeah, absolutely. He's managing this fight comfortably. But I think if he wants to get the stoppage though and wants to break him down, and he's going to have to stick to not looking for one shot. You know, stick to like I said earlier, systematically breaking him down. You know, not getting into any of these scrappy exchanges. Need to keep it crisp.
So before, Turco was maybe second guessing himself a little bit.
Lovely shot there. Turco coming up with his chin high in there again, and Powar taking advantage of that.
That's really the key to the sweet science, I guess, Harry. You know, we hear all these phrases about hit and not get hit, which is significantly easier said than done. But when you see that chin for a split second and you're able to land on it, that's really where the keys lie, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was, a case for Turco there. Coming up, he was in an exchange and he's come out with his chin high and his hands low. So he offered the perfect target to Powar there, and he took it, landed a couple of nice shots as he did that.
I'm not sure if these mics are picking up the thudding sound of the shot, certainly to the body that Gully Powar is landing, living up to that surname of his as he throws them in and sort of forcing Turco back. And one thing that you've got to say about a guy with such a big record, despite it being a losing record, is he'll have been in with a lot. He's very durable, 33 losses, but only 6 of them have been knockouts. So he is very, very durable. He's got that in the camp, but he's clearly fearing the Gully Powar, not wanting to get involved in those exchanges and happy to be made to walk the long way around rather than get into exchanges, because they're hurting.
Yeah, they're hurting him, but he's having slightly better round here. I think I'd like to see Powar just get behind that jab a little bit more. Really control that distance. He's, I think, like he did in the second round in particular, he's a little bit more comfortable there. I feel Turco. He's throwing back as well.
Wolverhampton Wanderers fan, Gully Powar, again commanding the ring, but as Harry Scarf says, the second round the most successful. Certainly no question of who's winning every round. He's that second round where he was really able to tee off and show his power. Going to
definitely, no question of who's winning. He's controlling the fight, but you know, if he wants to get that stoppage against a tough, durable opponent, then yeah, just got to keep picking shots like that. The body work there was lovely. Body work, and then needs to come back up. Just set everything up. I'd like to just see him set it up with the jab a little bit more.
Strong left hook.
Lovely left hook. Yeah, fainted to go to the body, and then brought it up to the head. That was a lovely shot. Lovely shot for Gully Powar there.
Great shot to end the round for Gully Powar, left landing right on the chin. Harry, is it disheartening in any way when you land a shot as powerful as that one and you don't see any form of reaction from your opponent? There was no buckle, there was no... To his credit, Angelo Turco carried on coming forward, albeit not throwing back.
Yeah, you know, he's durable, but I don't think you can get disheartened by anything like that. You know, you land a good shot, you've just got to keep following it up. You know, a lot of these opponents, they are very durable. You're not going to, and it stands you in good stead for when you are fighting, you know, in championship fights, because you're going to hit kids with good shots and they're going to be there throwing back. They're not going to fold. Yeah, you just got to keep going. Just keep hitting more of them, and then eventually they should go. Because I don't care who you are, if you're taking shots like that, then you are eventually going to go. Absolutely, accumulation with something like that, definitely.
Absolutely. Gully Powar, by the way, 15 seconds before the end of the break, he was out again, just showing that little psychological edge. I'm rested. I've heard enough. I don't need any more. I just want to keep this fight going. And if you're the man in the other corner, certainly knowing that you're down, it's just an added little
lovely jab.
cut.
Lovely jab, snapping the head back there with Angelo Turco again.
Good punch selection, you've got to say, from Gully Powar, able to go up and down. And if the last round was a little less intense, maybe that's just him getting a breather, do you think, and beginning to tee off again. He's certainly a little bit aggressive there.
Yeah, I think it was a good round. I think, like you said, Turco is very tough, and he keeps throwing back. You know, he's not going to be easily disheartened here.
Fired back a good strong right there against Gully Powar.
Yeah, that off landed.
Just reminding his man that he's not completely out of this fight, albeit Gully Powar not phased anyway, and goes back to pushing his man back and letting those hands go again.
Oh, good body work again.
Happy to focus on the body is Gully Powar.
And there you go, lovely jab. I'd like to see just a little bit more of that.
Good head movement as Gully Powar just walks his man around the ring. Unfortunately, though, you do get caught every now and again if you're going to try that.
You do get caught just off that, maybe a little bit too much, but yeah, just move that head, sting him with that jab, and then look to go up and down like he has been doing.
Once again, Gully looking to force his man back on the ropes, does that, tees off, continues to stall. Turco keeps trying this uppercut. I've not seen it land too many times. Just allows Gully Powar to come back in and throw a couple of shots as the gaps inevitably open up.
He is strong and compact though, Turco, and like you said, he's coming back with little shots there. His chin's up in the air again as he comes in, and he does throw, but he is happy to keep throwing back at the moment. That was a lovely couple of backhands that went in there from Gully Powar though. There seemed to bother him. He held on for a moment then.
Well, we said at the start of this fight, Gully Powar would want to put a statement out. Local crowd, young up-and-coming fighter, he's certainly doing that, giving value for money.
Oh, lovely shot, lovely left hook to the body.
To those fans that have come tonight. And as Harry says, well, good combinations.
Yeah, picking some lovely punches there. That was a lovely combination against the ropes there. Long backhand to the head and a lovely left hook to the body. Seemed to bother Turco there. I think you can see it when shots are landing like that. They are definitely having an effect. You can see it on Turco. His the body language, you know, you can see his demeanour's changed slightly. And, yeah, that was a very good, strong finish to the round for Gully Powar there.
He does have little waves, it seems, Angelo Turco. Little waves of confidence where maybe a shot's not landed for 30, 45 seconds and he's had that little breath, and maybe that's his opportunity. He'll come back in and try and throw that uppercut in the hope that it lands, and then that allows him to springboard onto a follow-up combination. But the movement from Gully Powar is almost as impressive as the aggression, the head movement, that I'm not going to let you get away with that. He's almost expecting it. It's any form of plan that Turco has, it seems that Gully is anticipating.
Yeah, he's anticipating well. He tried to drag him into a little bit of a tear up there in the round before.
Second take for the sixth
He was
and
picking
final
some lovely
round.
punches there, so that was going to be interesting here. He'll be looking to finish strong here, Gully Powar, definitely.
Yeah, and he's leaning forward, and as Harry Scow said, he's going to look to finish strong.
Yeah, just landed a couple of good shots there as well, straight at the start of the round. You know, following up the impressive end to the fifth.
So good shots here, and as the arena begins to bring more of local crowds in, Gully Powar will start getting familiar as a familiar name. He lands a good shot there, cross right, straight on the button of Angelo.
Long left hook followed by that straight right. That was a good shot again, something we picked up on earlier. It's a good shot for Powar, that is.
And Gully Powar can end this, certainly if he can end it early, but if he can finish this round off and take every round, he'll look to move quite quickly, you would imagine, keep the momentum up on a fight like this. He's commanding well, coming forward, no back steps from Gully Powar. Again, he lands
great
to the body.
shots there. He landed a lovely jab, snapping the head back, and then just drifted into distance and landed a lovely big left hook to the body, and another one there. Look, as Turco backs off there in a bit of pain. And again, this is good. This is good power. This is good punching as well. There's some meat on these shots. Good. Looking to hold. He's uncomfortable now, Turco.
It's not a nice place to be when you're uncomfortable, and there's a good minute and a half left in the round, Harry. And I think if Gully can make the most of this, maybe get that stoppage and get another one in that.
He's hurting him. He's had a good. This is a very good round. He's hurting him. He's picking his punches really well.
It's more of a sustained aggression round. That second round we saw, it wasn't wild, but it was fast paced. It was relentless coming forward. Whereas this is just controlled aggression almost. He's picking his shots really well, but he's not allowing himself to get involved in a trade-off.
Yeah, exactly. He's not getting involved. He's picking his punches really well. Not rushing anything. He's landing. You can't miss at the minute with these shots. Just need to follow him up now, maybe a little bit, and I think Turco is definitely feeling these. Not happy in there.
Turco does throw back, a little bit of success there. That just gave him the wind to try and throw that straight right. Nothing to affect Gully Powar, who again walks his man down onto the ropes. It's a very, very good right hand there.
Yeah, great round.
Very well timed. And Turco, although he is coming back, there's no power in there. There's an uppercut and then a body shot
again. He's really having a lovely sit round here, picking some great shots.
He's having fun out there as another downstairs, upstairs lands by Gully Powar. He's going to try and finish this body shot to their head again. This is a strong finish. Turco's going to try and tie up for these final 10 seconds. Can Gully get the stoppage?
Very
throws in, he's looking for it. I'm not sure it's going to come.
Holding on
as a tie-up.
I don't blame him. He took some heavy shots in that round. That was that was impressive. That was an impressive final round. Shows his fitness, and he's carrying that snap later in the fight. Because Turco was a good opponent. He was a good opponent. But he wasn't there to roll over.
It's a good win for Gully Powar, you would imagine. As the scorecard comes up to Paul Booth. Turco talking to his corner. Gully, he sort of signals to the crowd. He knows what's coming. And the crowd, they are getting vocal behind us. They know what's coming. And we throw over to Paul Booth for the official decision.
That was a good spiteful display from Powar there. Like you said, only the one stoppage on the 7 wins, but you know he showed he can punch there. Sometimes these records
do speak. I think we're just about to see that record updated.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. After 6 rounds of boxing, our scoring referee decides the bout. Peter McCormack has it at 60 points to 54 points in favour of the winner. He is still undefeated Wolverhampton's Gully Powar.
Gully Powar moves to 8-0, and as his shorts suggest, the relentless Powar does the job again.